What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your boy LaCat back with another video. And like I said last video, today is the day. We are going over gadgets Prec. And it's funny because I had a dude the other day ask me about gadgets, and so I was like, yeah, I gotta make this video ASAP. So we finna jump straight into it. I ain't even finna do too much talking. Alright, let's jump straight into the inventory and see what mods and artifacts we need. So first off, we got Blast Adaptive V. Gotta have it. Now your weapon buff, Critical Battle Display 3. Gotta have it as well. Relentless Precision V. Suppressor turret, penetrating strikes. You don't really need anything for the legs, so I'm gonna skip over that. We got max damage for the hands, gotta have the extra damage for it. And last but not least, we got deadly block for the V, just for that extra boost of precision. Alright, to get right into the artifacts, so we got transformation card, then of course we got the strategist card. And since I'm showing you AoE, we are going to be using Naya Gemini. So preferably, the only time I really like using EOG is when I have somebody like the healer or the tank in the group spamming EOG. So it gives me that extra supercharge boost to where I can sit there and spam my supercharge, giving me that extra boost. That's the whole point of using EOG. Now, if I just want the extra precision, I'm going to go with Grim. But in this case, we're using EOG. Or you know, when you hit the try hard level and you sit there and art swap every single time, your supercharge kicks on so you get the extra boost, but that's not this video. So now we have made it to the skill point tree, and of course you want to start by getting weapon expert. That's the whole point of precision. You want to max out critical attack chance and damage, and obviously you want to throw everything into your precision. And you know, whatever you have left over, you throw in might. But I want to do that yet. I'd rather you go ahead and go back and grab all the other stuff that I'm about to show you. Super speed, I just wanted all the extra like buffs that it gave you. You don't necessarily have to do this. You just have to grab Whirling Dervish and Tornado Pull necessarily. But I just wanted all those extra buffs, so I ended up just snagging all of them. And I'm sorry to say, but if you don't have the weapon brawling, you are not going to be able to do precision at all. Like, I'm sorry, but that should be the #1 place you start, is getting your weapon. And obviously you want your weapon mastery as well. So then afterwards you will go ahead and max out everything that's in martial arts so you can get the weapon mastery unlocked for brawling. And now we have made it to the loadout. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and grab Paralyzing Dart, Suppressor Turret, Implosive Mind, of course Whirling Dervish, of course need Stealth, and then in Stealth you're gonna grab Tornado Pull, Weapon Buff, Battle Display, Return to Normal, and then Paralyzed Dart, and then your Robot Sidekick and your Supercharged Neo Venom Boost. So how do we use this loadout? It's real simple and real easy, and I'm going to explain to you right now how to use it. So basically we are going to be using our weapon mastery after each and every one of these powers. So first off, we are using our weapon mastery, clipping it with Paralyzing Dart with Suppressing Turret, Jump Canceling Suppressing Turret, using our mastery again into Implosive Mind, once again jump canceling that right into Whirling Dervish. And of course, you already know what I'm going to say. We're going to cancel Whirling Dervish into our weapon mastery and jump right into Stealth. And now that we are in Stealth, we are going to pop the first 4 moves, giving us our weapon buff and putting us back into our rotation. Real simple, real easy. And I know everything I probably just said sounded very confusing, but I'm going to show you right here, right now, how to use the loadout. So let's go. Now, as you can see, my numbers are very close to each other. You see more 2 mils and you see 1.7s or 1.8s, but these are still numbers that you want to reel in. These are the numbers that you want to get while you're DPSing necessarily. Now let's rewind back to when I first started using the loadout, because I know the video is kind of fast right now, so you're not really getting the gist of how to completely use the loadout. I just mainly wanted to give an example on what type of numbers that you will be pulling with this loadout necessarily. So now, as you can see, I'm about to pop Stealth. I popped all 4 powers just so I can activate my weapon buff and get some extra damage. Now, as you can see, I'm going ahead and going right back into my entire loadout from left to right. Think of it as like a mic loadout. You're going left to right each and every time. It doesn't change. It's not all over the place. It's very complex and very simple. And every time I see my stealth pop back up, you already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up clipping my mastery after Whirling Dervish with stealth and going right back to the same rotation, activating my weapon buff and getting that extra damage once again. Alright, and now we're back, and this time we are on to single target. Now let's get started. Basically, there is no nothing switches when it comes to white mods. It's the same thing. I forgot to mention how much the OMAC trinket, the transformation, is very useful. It's very useful. You will see. Now we are keeping the same artifacts. The only thing that is different is now we are running Grim. We are not using EOG anymore. But unless you're a tryhard and like I said, you like to art swap, and every time your supercharge pops up and you want to art swap to your Eye of Gemini so you get that extra boost, go ahead. I don't care. But yeah. Now I'm gonna let y'all know beforehand so you're not sitting here wasting a bunch of time. It is literally the exact same skill point setup. There's no difference. It's the literal same exact skill point setup. You want everything that I showed you in my AoE. It's the same thing. The only thing that is different that I'll be showing you is your weapon. That is literally the only difference in my skill point setup. Now, like I said when I was explaining my AoE tutorial, if you do not have your weapon off rip, you cannot do this. You can't even be Prec. Like, you need your weapon. That is the #1 place you start. You grab your weapon and then look this video up. But let's get right into the loadout. So off rip, you got Almighty Taser Pull. Then you got your weapon buff, battle display, and suppressor turret. Then we got your robot sidekick and implosion mine. And then right into stealth. Now let's get into this. Of course, we got tornado pole, extra damage. And now we got return to normal, of course. And now we got paralyzing dart. And of course, we got another robot sidekick. And we got our 2 supercharges. One of them is actually vital, which is the Neo Venom boost. The other one is just to basically fill a slot. You know, hey, it is what it is. Now into showing you the rotation on how to do it. First and foremost, we are going to be clipping taser pull, battle display, and suppressing turret right after using the mastery. And like I did say with the AoE loadout, what we are going to be doing to suppressing turret, we are going to be jump canceling into mastery into implosion mine, clipping both of those together. And lastly, we are going to be jump canceling implosion mine, going directly into our mastery, clipping taser pull and stealth right together, taking us right into stealth. And right into our stealth loadout, we shall be clipping the first 3 powers, which is tornado pull, return to normal, and paralyzing dart. And that's going to give us that extra damage. And of course, if Neo Venom boost is there, we are obviously going to go right ahead into using it, just so we can get that buff. Now let me get right into showing you how to use the loadout. Here we go.
I love you, Equinox.
As you can see, we're overviewing the numbers, and I'm not gonna lie, throughout the whole time they are very consistent. 1 mil, 1.2 mil, 1.1, it stays around that range, and that's exactly what we want to pull each and every time we are using single target, if not more. And once again, I am going to show you how to use the loadout, so let's get right into it. So exactly how I explained it, we start off by using our mastery and clipping the first 3 powers together. Mastery again, clipping implosion mine, and then mastery again, clipping taser pull right into stealth, and clipping all 3 of those first powers. just to give you that extra damage. And at that point, as we wait for your weapon buff to pop back up, we're gonna continuously go back and forth between using your mastery and clipping taser pull and suppressing turret together, jump canceling that right into weapon mastery and implosion mine. We're gonna go back and forth, and you see how my weapon buff is now freed up. I go right back into the original rotation. That simple, it's easy. That's it. So as of right now, the maximum precision is around 90,000. So if you have 90,000 precision, you are up there. You are right at max. And I feel like that's one of the #1 things that a lot of people have questions to, but nobody decides to answer. But that's why I had to adjust it. But if you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. And y'all already know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, nigga. I'ma wave y'all bye. Y'all already know what it is. Nigga, I'm gone.